Uh-oh, the worst case scenario is developing out here. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. We no longer have an S tier. We only have an SS tier, as Risol has shattered the boundary in the OCG, becoming the best deck in modern era Yu-Gi-Oh! And you thought that you were sick of Snake Eyes. Now this deck has taken a major hold on things and is breaking boundaries. You love to see it, quite honestly. There is no S tier this week. Malice and Snake Eyes taking up A tier. Yeah, Malice could still make a board. I mean, like, that's fine. Labyrinth, Rescue Ace, Memento, Tenpai, and Fire King's B tier. Voiceless Voice, The Power of Dynamorphia and Friends, Blue Eyes, Runic, sure, for C tier. And then D tier is Yubel, Centurion, Fiendsmith, Labyrinth, Ryuji, Voiceless Voice, and then we have some Unchained action and some other interesting little pieces. This meta is quite possibly not that great. So our first list here is going to be the stupid consistency that is the Risol deck out here. We've truly developed into a meta where the Risol deck is just so far ahead of the rest of the meta that I think a lot of people are going to continuously be surprised by this. But also, seeing the Thor's hammer down here for the column wipe is actually incredibly broken. I hope that you have your copies of this card, because we might be seeing some stupid things with this in the future. Alright, now Malice bringing up the rear here. We have the Dominus cards in here. We also are seeing some Ultimate Slayer action in here as well. Basically, I mean, having the Meteor Logic already built into the deck, having these extremely consistent cards already kind of present in your list is fine. Alright, you just have to decide, oh, hey, you know, which path line do I need to go down here? You know, is it going to be appropriate to play these cards in this matchup? And typically, you know, once you got that figured out, you'll be good to go. Next up, we have Snake Eyes and Azamina. You know, this is still like the best variation of the deck. We can call it what it is out here, but unfortunately, this is still going to be the path you're going to go down. Beatrice is such a stupid card. I see that we've also gone back to doing the Scythe package as well. Stop it, OCG. Alright, I get it that you guys want to, you know, abuse this stuff, but it's too much. Alright. Ooh, we have some Labyrinth action for you here. I'm glad to see we're not doing too crazy things in here, but we are playing the Dominus Impulse, which is fine. We've also started playing the Summon Limit in here. Okay. That's fine. You know, you love to see that, I suppose. It definitely does help get things done. That's for sure. Summon Limit's a stupid good card. We're also playing the one of Pot of Extravagance. I swear the OCG loves doing some stupidly crazy things. Ooh! I see we have Rescue Ace here. Now, Rescue Ace, remember, it started off super strong, and then just over time has fallen down the labyrinth of, you know, disappointment. It's been an interesting story. Also, triple tracked in here? What are we doing? That's some heavy dedication to things, but okay, sure. Outside of that, I mean, Lacrima, Beatrice, standard choices for sure. Okay. Memento! Alright, we are still doing the Goblin Biker stuff in here. You want these cards to help you get to the Goblin. It gets you the consistency that you need, and it's a 2-2 split on that. You're not really trying to mess around with those ratios too much. I think that's extremely optimized. You're also playing the red reboot for the blowout, you know. Can't really have those pesky trap decks doing anything too crazy, you know what I mean? Outside of this, you are playing the 1/ in here as your trap of choice. Good stuff. Tenpai Dragons! It's kind of sad to see this deck kind of falling down the ladder of things out here, because this deck is such a stupid monster at what it does. You are playing the 1 Fadra in the main, 1 in the side deck, and the Meteor Logic Alligator also getting some extremely large play time out here. Just as much as this thing is getting tossed around out of the extra deck, like, I'm kind of impressed by that. And I do see we are playing Ultimate Slayer now. Wow, we've really come that far. Alright, we also have Fire King for you. You know, we're still doing the full Asmina package in here. That part doesn't really change all that much. We are doing 2 Ukalonics. Man, I really wish the TCG could play Ukalonics in here. By the time we get Ukalonics, we're going to be sent so far back to the Stone Age that I don't think Fire King will truly get a chance to actually play the card and be able to enjoy it, which is really a shame, actually, because, like, it's such a cool card in design, but... Okay, next up is Voiceless Voice. This is without the Ryuji package. Actually, playing the Ryuji package just makes your deck less consistent, which is really sad, actually, because I love that package. I think it's such a cool idea for what you're able to kind of mess around with, but okay. You do have the Nadir Servant stuff in here, which is fine. You know, you need to make sure that these cards are getting the chance to resolve so that you can power play through. Yeah, Winda's so stupidly good, it's ridiculous. Alright, Ryuji with Dynamorphia. You know, we've seen this deck. It has been a mainstay now in the OCG format for a little while. And the fact that the OCG has just been able to use this package in the way that they've been using it is so hilarious to me. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to know, like, will the TCG adapt towards a variation of this? Or is this something that just the OCG is just kind of strolling on through on a weekday out here and actually just having a good time with? Okay. We also have Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, this deck has gone through so many innovations. So many people are trying to find what is going to be the thing to make Blue Eyes work. And it looks like 2 Blue Eyes is the systematic best way to go about things. Dragon Master Magi is kind of taking a back seat out here. You do not need it, though, you know, the Baron de Fleur has actually been kind of a good thing also to see. All right, next up here. What is this runic stun deck? We have Majesty, Sphere Mode, Light Barrier Statue, Planet Pathfinder, Dimensional Fissures. What in the cluster pile is this? Like, I guess this is the result of only having 1 fountain available, that you're forced to make some interesting deck build decisions. But, okay, sure. We are back to Yubel, how we have really fallen down the ladder out here in terms of consistency. This deck still has everything, but it just isn't able to keep up with Risol and the rest of the meta gang out here, which is a little bit unfortunate, actually, because just kind of looking at how things are, like, it is what it is, I feel like. Judgments and Strikes all the way down and down out here. Okay, I see you. And, of course, full Yubel package, 2 Phantoms. Okay. Next up here, we have the Power of Centurion. And, you know, Triple Deck Lockdown was a very refreshing thing to see. I love the idea that, you know, you're able to do this, but you're also still able to go through the full Centurion package. Double Cosmic Blazar, double Crimson Dragon. I think double Crimson Dragon is probably mandatory, because, you know, you can't King Calamity lock anymore. You lost that. TCG said, no, you will not abuse that stupid card. So, okay. We also have, oh boy, I see just by playing Desiree and Friends in this deck, you cut down your consistency, which is less trap cards that you can play. Having the trap cards is the main thing that puts the Labyrinth deck on the map, and if you're scraping off that consistency, then you just run into issues. Also, triple Heatwave down there. The fact that Labyrinth is even able to Heatwave your opponent is hilarious to me. And then we have Ryuji Voiceless Voice, once again, another situation where if you mix these 2 engines, people view your deck as a lesser life form. I do see we are playing the vanilla level 6 in here from the recent tournament pack in Japan. I too see that we like to try out some interesting ideas and see what sticks. Alright, it's that level of little consistency that I feel like people like to try out and just see what ends up sticking. Okay, next up is Unchained with the Power of Fiendsmith, being able to, you know, make the Desiree. Desiree is that generic boss monster. Is still getting some crazy playtime. Also, you know, OCG still has Triple Shyama. Must be nice. See, we're also playing the token generator in here now as well, so that, you know, you can kind of do some things. Also, double Wave King Kaiser. The fact that double Wave King Kaiser actually comes up in this is kind of stupidly good, actually, but okay. And of course, we have some Life Twins with triple copies of the spell card Monster Reborn. That's actually hilarious that this deck is able to mess around and play 3 of those. You know, you have the full Fiendsmith combo to get you to where you need to be. I don't see anything else too crazy about this. Like, this build might be one of the more interesting ones out there. So what do you guys think about the breakdown this week? Please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.